Well, it's been a while since we've heard from this guy. He hasn't made a statement in some time, but now we actually have some high-up executives coming out and talking to customers again, but still managing to drop the ball once again with this messaging. Bud Light maker CEO tells customers, "We hear you," but doesn't apologize as sales tank. See, this is what's funny about this. They keep trying to straddle this fence, and it's just not going to work. Why do they do that? Because as soon as they apologize, it's going to extremely irritate left customers, but it'll make the right ones happy. But by not doing that, they irritate the right customers, and they still irritate the left customers because they see that still, no matter what they do, just addressing this like they're doing is seen as them giving them to the right customers. So by straddling the fence, all they do is irritate both sides. Because you remember, like last month when all of this started, you had a bunch of gay bars out there boycotting the beer because they saw this as giving into hate. So they've managed to tick off everybody, which is what's funny about this whole situation. But it just keeps going. I didn't think that there was going to be anything to talk about today, but I looked up Bud Light. Sure enough, there was. So they're talking to customers again. They're out there making statements. Let's go over that statement, actually. And then there's another thing I want to go over with some insiders saying that this was all planned, and I'm not so sure about that. I'll give my thoughts on that in a second, but let's go over this. Anheuser-Busch CEO Brendan Whitworth vows to protect jobs of workers and independent wholesalers as it drops new ad campaign painting Bud Light as easy to drink and easy to enjoy. I don't know about easy to drink. It tastes like shit. Bud Light sales continued to plummet by 24.4% in the past week. The shift cemented Modelo as America's new number one beer. America's CEO Whitworth is expected to travel the U.S. this summer with the brand. So he's going to travel the U.S. That's going to be funny. I can't wait for footage and reactions of those meetups to go out. Unless, of course, you're going to vet everybody that you bring into whatever establishment you go to make it look like you're mingling with the common folk. I would imagine that you're going to vet everybody that goes into the building because, well, you wouldn't want anybody asking you any tough questions for bad publicity, would you, Mr. CEO? Everybody that goes in there. So I imagine he's going to travel to small towns, and it'll be like those presidential campaigns, and you see this when you see presidents campaigning and they go into like restaurants and they talk to regular people because they're just what me and you. They're just like me and you. So that's what's going to happen. I guarantee you he's just going to go into like bars, I would say especially bars, restaurants where they sell Bud Light, and he'll mingle around, talk to people. There'll be camera people there for sure, probably the local media. And what they'll probably do is rent the damn place out for an hour and then bring people in vetted, making sure, hey, don't ask about that Dylan stuff. And that's what you'll see. Now, it would be really funny if somebody slips in and asks them this stuff while cameras are rolling. That's what'll be really funny. But let's go over the statement here. In an announcement on Thursday, he admitted the discussion surrounding our company and Bud Light has moved way away from the beer and has impacted our consumers, our business partners, and our employees. Whitworth added, "We are a beer company and beer's for everyone. Today, we are announcing 3 important actions as we continue to move our business forward. First, we are investing to protect the jobs of our frontline employees. Second, we are providing financial assistance to our independent wholesalers to help them support their employees. Third, to all our valued customers, we hear you. Our summer advertising launches next week, and you can look forward to Bud Light reinforcing what you've always loved about our brand, that it's easy to drink and easy to enjoy. As we move forward, we will focus on what we do best, brewing great beer and earning our place in moments that matter to you. Here's to a future with more cheers. The advertisement campaign will begin next week and portray Bud Light as easy to drink and easy to enjoy. It is one of the few occasions the company has directly addressed the controversy caused by their partnership with Dylan Mulvaney, as bosses initially claimed that an outside agency with management awareness or approval made the move to work with them. Anheuser-Busch said earlier this month it would triple its marketing spending in the U.S. this summer as it attempts to boost alien sales. Oh, can't wait to see that marketing. And you know what it's going to be? It's going to be horses and like father and son bonding, barbecues and shit like that. Because they got to get back to customers they've lost. But will they come back? I don't know. I'm not so sure. But I love how they say, we hear you. Yeah, right. You don't hear anybody. The only thing you hear is money drying up. So that's what's going on with that. And then there's this. I thought this was somewhat interesting. Anheuser-Busch whistleblower alleges Dylan fiasco planned strategic destruction of Bud Light. That makes no sense. Now, the one thing I do agree with on this is that apparently they think it was planned. So he says nobody's happy about the fall in sales, and everybody considers the move a very bad idea. However, on a corporate level, he claimed that this could have been a strategy to undermine the American company. When the company was bought over by InBev, a lot of things changed when it was owned by Anheuser-Busch. You know, it's an American brand, the whistleblower remarked. He explained that the company previously offered many benefits prior to its purchase by InBev. Though the fall in sales of the Bud Light brand, the former employee stated that the corporation could restructure both employee benefits and its company standards through layoffs and renegotiating contracts. So I'd like to just point out that this is a conspiracy theory. This is just something that this person who apparently works at Anheuser-Busch as a former employee is stating. It does kind of make sense a little bit, though, because after everything falls, they have a lot of layoffs, a lot of loss in production. They could restructure, pay off, or make a lot of new contracts. It's too obvious that they wouldn't just mistakenly do this and not expect these repercussions. Anybody could tell you what was going to happen, he commented. So, you know, that's a pretty crazy thing. I'm not so sure I believe it. However, it would be an easy way to change things. But why would you want to destroy a brand that is at the top? Even if it is losing a little bit year in and year out, why would you want to just outright destroy that? It's just giving up market that you don't need to give up. And it doesn't make for very good business. But also, another point, though, in this person's favor is that the executives that you think would be fired that caused all of this are just laid off. They're laid off. They're not fired. They're laid off. They're not allowed to talk about the situation. I made a video on that because somebody in the press ran into that woman who did this marketing with her friend, and she refused to speak on it. The friend said she's not allowed to talk about it. Oh, she'll be back eventually, that genius marketer. So, I don't know. This is an interesting theory. A little crazy, but, you know, it's 2023. We've seen a lot of crazy, so you never know. All I do know is Anheuser-Busch is falling, and they don't seem to know how to fix it. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. Check out my Rumble and Locals. Comment below, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my Locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my locals.